Alright guys, I'm back and I'm playing Paladins. Yup. So, Paladins is like first person MOBA shooter card based game, kind of. First person shooter MOBA with card game mechanics, I guess. Okay, so I wanted to clarify real quick before we actually got into like the actual video and you were just left with that like really shitty explanation of what this game is. Think of it as kind of like Team Fortress 2 but a MOBA, if Team Fortress 2 was a MOBA. And you level up like a MOBA, and every time you level, you get access to a new set of cards, and you get to pick that card, and that card has effects on your character. It may affect your movement, it may affect your abilities, it may affect your health. There are a lot of different options there. So like, as you level up in Smite, you pick your level of ability, and then you get gold and you buy wood. In this game, you level up and you pick cards, which essentially combine both the ideas of buying items and leveling up abilities, mixed with team class-based first-person shooter elements, such kind of in the vein of TF2. And the way the game works is every so often, I don't know the exact timing, I'm fairly new to the game myself, is every so often there's a control point that spawns. The team that captures the control points that gets 100 ticks on said control point first will spawn a siege engine. And the siege engine will move along towards the enemy base. And at the enemy base, there are 2 gates and a vault, and the eventual goal is to destroy the vault. Once a gate is destroyed, the siege engine is destroyed. So like, let's say your siege engine has like half health and the gate gets destroyed, boom, your siege engine is fucking gone. And then you have to wait for the next control point to spawn. Next control point spawns, the next engine will go towards the next gate or the vault. Whichever team destroys the enemy team's vault first wins. And so if this is, I don't know why it would be, but if this is your first video you're watching on Paladins, hopefully you don't have to like pause this video and then go find another video that will explain what the fuck this game is before you start watching it. But I will let you get back to the gameplay now. Sorry to interrupt. I'll let you go. It's by the people that made Smite. I play a lot of Smite. I happen to get my hands on a beta code for this game. I've been looking for a new game to try and get into, and started playing this last night, and I fucking love it. Playing Fernado today, so a bunch of support game play. Don't expect like a bunch of kills or anything, because that's not this dude's job. This dude's job is to sit on the point and soak up a lot of damage, stay alive, get the point, and apparently make really bad jumps. I've been trying to min-max my exit out of the base and towards the objective on each map at the beginning of each game, and try and figure out the quickest way to out and to the objective, and that was a failed attempt at that. So right there, I saw the enemy to my right. I'm going to jump in here, and as soon as I hop on the point, I'm going to pop my shield. Pop shield as soon as I get in here, because I know that they're going to meet us here, and I need to make sure that whoever's on the point, including myself, is protected. And the first thing that I bought was like plus 2,500 shield health, or 25,000 shield health or something like that. But I thought I had picked up that one, Queen of the Hill, which for every second that you are capturing the point, you are given health back. And so that's why I stayed in as long as I did, and that's why I fucking almost died, but luckily I made it out because my team is awesome, and our buck went around with the rest of the team and started distracting everybody so I could stay on the point. Now I had to back out for a little bit, but that was fine, because when I did, we had like 35 ticks on the points, and they had none. So we were already in a fairly good position, and I was fairly confident that we could have pushed out even if I jumped off. So I jumped off so I could stay alive. And then I pick up this pivotal card. I think that said safe travel. What it does is, see that charge there? My 3 ability, if you saw it right before the animation popped back into first person, a little shield popped up. So every time I use charge, I get a 600 health shield on me. Now with Fernando's shield, that one that just deployed, you can see I have both going on there. You're really, really, really stupidly hard to kill. And in congruence with his heal, when he's on with that card that heals you while you're on the point, that dash essentially means that you're going to get healed while you're on the point. Even if you're dying, like, you can pop that shield. That shield's going to soak up some damage. You're going to get some health. Right there on the point, I made sure to do enough damage that we got half damage on that, because if you don't get half damage on a gate, then you end up having the gate heals up, and then you have to do the whole thing over again. So I just wanted to make sure that we got that done. So I stayed here thinking that this was where the next objective was going to spawn. It totally didn't. But luckily for me and the rest of my team, the whole enemy team thought that that was where the control point was going to spawn. So I was a little upset there. I was like, why the fuck am I dying? Why is my whole team not here? Oh, my team's not here because they're at the actual fucking objective. So I ended up not feeling bad about that death because, like, I distracted the whole team for like a good, 5 seconds or so. So my team could get in position, and they were behind 5 seconds, which led us to get, 30-something ticks on the objective. Now, this Fernando is on here, but he only got 7 ticks, and no one is supporting him up here. Like, he's the only one on the objective. So am I, but, like, he's just sitting here with his shield, and I'm just going to melt his shield down. Like, he's not that scary to me. And because I had a life lead on him already, like, even if he comes out of it and hits me with a couple of his abilities, I'm still going to have a life lead. So as soon as I wanted to make sure we got that kill. As soon as we got that kill, I popped the shield, because I see that we have incoming fire, and I see that I have teammates on the point with me, and I want to make sure that our squishies and myself and Buck, who has a deployable heal, they have damage reduction from the shield, and not even damage reduction, but damage mitigation. Like, people just don't take damage if you're behind the shield. And if you saw that, like, I want to talk about real quick this that card that I was talking about. The dash that makes you live longer, essentially, like you dash and you get a shield. If you saw there, and you'll see it again, I dash from one side of the point to the other, and then I get a shield popped. So what happens is that you can use that ability. While that ability is going, you're still getting control point, like capture points on the control point, and you're getting a shield, and you're getting heals from the second card. And you really, like, if you probably should be picking up the Safe Journey card, if that's what it is called. I can't remember if that's what it's called. But you really should be picking it up on Fernando because of all those things. And when you do pick it up, you should be, if you're on the point, you should be trying to, you should probably be trying to min-max that as far as you can, because it's not really hard. You just back up a little bit, and then you dash, and you're on the other side, and you get a shield, and you're getting heals. Like, Fernando is really, really hard to get off the point because he has so much damage mitigation in his kit and in the cards that he can get. I just picked up an ultimate card there, I think, which means that when I pop the shield, and you're going to see in a second, my shield is going to be like twice as big as this dude's. I think you're going to see it in a second, maybe not. Right there, boom! You see that big fucking shield? You see that? That's like half of the objective. And I'm just kind of standing here just like, nope, Fernando, you're not going to do anything. You can see the damage dealers at the back are trying to hit me. It's not doing anything. And I'm still on the control point. I'm at like half health. I'm slowed. I dash. I mitigate the slow. And then this awesome wall comes up. And that was a brilliant wall. There were a lot of walls that came up from this buck that were just so clutch. Like, some of the best walls I've seen. Like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with this game, but like enough for me to take notice and go, wow, that was a really good fucking wall. That was a really good wall. I had really, really good teammates this round. I cannot say enough about how good my teammates were. And that's with minimal communication. I mean, we didn't use a lot of the voice chat. We certainly weren't talking to each other. But we had a great team and worked really well together. I think the double support plays is really kind of the way that you should probably think about playing this game, is with a Buck and a Fernando, or with a Fernando and someone else that can just stick on the point, So right here, I'm thinking like, oh, I need that shield. Like, maybe my shield will protect the siege minion, or the siege thing, whatever. Siege engine, that's what it's called. I don't know if it did or not. But I realized that either way, the siege engine wasn't doing enough damage to secure the half damage on the gate. So I turned my attention to the gate, and I started doing a lot of damage to it. And then I realized that if I just stick with it, we could be able to take down that second gate. Realizing that my primary objective, which is get the gate to half health, is already completed. I've already got it to half health. The best thing I could do right now, because I'm certainly going to die, I'm not going to make it out of there, is to get as much damage on that as humanly possible. And I did, and we almost got it down, and it would have been fucking awesome if we would have, but we didn't. But it's all good, and it's fine. So I throw my shield up, and then the wall comes up, which is fine, because there's enemies behind us. I can turn my shield behind us, and everyone's protected. Like I said, that was one of the walls that I was like, wow, this is a good wall. This is a good wall, man. Like, that one wasn't necessary, because I had the shield, but it made it to where, like, essentially we could protect against almost any attack, because we had one half walled off, and then I had the shield to block the back half. Just some really good plays there, not necessarily from myself, but from a lot of my teammates. My Cassie, I wasn't paying attention to what she was doing, but I was noticing that she had a really good score. She did a lot of damage. She got a lot of kills. I was noticing the buck mainly because it's kind of hard to miss buck walls. Like, they're fucking huge. I don't know if you noticed. So, and this is one of those things, like, this game is not about getting kills here, but because we're going to meet our siege engine at their base, like, we might as well get the kills from the stragglers that are off there. So we almost got the pip. It would have been great if we got that, but we didn't. But we forced them out enough to where we're for sure going to get this gate. And I realized, like, oh shit, I can be doing both damage to, I can't remember what that dude's name is, the little goblin dude with the mech, and the gate at the same time. So I decided to go ahead and just attack both of them. I thought I could get the kill. Again, there were a lot of things that, like, a lot of kills now that I'm watching this back and noticing that we dropped, but not really that big of an issue. Like, you drop a couple kills here and there, whatever. Like, we're up 2 gates on them. Like, the next siege engine that we get is going to be going to their vault. They haven't even touched ours. So, dropping a couple kills here and there for objective secures and objective damage, I'll do that all day. So right here, I'm running up. Like, I just want to make sure we get on the point, and we need to, continue to maintain this dominance. So just stay up here and pop the shield immediately. And that is, it may not be the best idea at all times to pop your shield as soon as you get up there, because the shield will stay up as long as it has health. Like, it's not going to go away. But, like, the reason I popped it there was because we had a Cassie there. Because I play Cassie, I know she's super squishy. Like, I'm, pop it, make sure she stays alive, make sure she can continue to put damage out on the team, on the enemy team, and make sure that we get those kills. I die there because I turn my attention on someone else and let my back open, and I get mutilated. But we have 98 ticks on there. They're on the point. Oh no, are they gonna get it? Are they gonna get it? And then we have, I can't remember her name, and she goes in there and gets it. We're all dead, but she secures it for us, so I send her, VER, you rock, because she does. She's awesome. She did a really good job there. I don't know if I can't tell on the minimap, it looks like she made it out, which is fucking great. Like, that's awesome. That was a really good really good eye to be like, okay, even if I die, like, I'm sure that player didn't think that they were going to walk out of that alive. But to notice, like, okay, we can let them have a siege engine, or we can take this and just end the game right now, essentially, or have a chance to end the game right now. Like, even if I die, might as well, like, make sure that we get this objective. This guy is just not, he's not going to do anything against me. He's just not, and especially since I have a damage dealer on me, like, he's getting greedy. I can tell that, especially this Fernando is, like, really upset with me, like, really mad, because I think I'm out Fernandoing him. So he goes on the gun for me a lot. But when he has that, as Fernando, when you have that shield up, you can't do damage. Your flamethrower doesn't work, or none of your abilities do. So if you use one of your abilities, it cancels shield. If you have your shield up, you can't use any of them. So I just fucking laid into him with the shield up and knew he was gonna die. And even if I did die, no big deal. But I didn't, which means I was able to come up here, support the rest of my team, and end up with the victory. Really, really good teammates. Really good teammates. They understood what they were doing. It was really nice. I ended up 11, 5, and 3. I don't really know if that's good or not. I ended up with 36k damage. Buck ended up with 37, so, like, we were fairly even. He had a lot more kills than I did, but he was also running around a lot more. Like, I was definitely more focused on objective secured. Not bad mouthing the buck. I'm sure if you listen to the commentary, you know I loved that buck. He was really good. But I think 11, 5, and 3, I think that's pretty good for a support, man. That's like a 2 KD. It's a little over a 2 KD for a support player. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back with more Paladins at some point in the future. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.